This is Lightning in the Morning, and joined by some special guests here in studio. Jim Keller here in studio. Jim, welcome.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks so much for being here.
My pleasure.
Yeah, got a show coming up tomorrow night out at the 5 spot with Audley Freed and friends. Now, Audley's not here this morning, but you did bring some friends with you.
I got Chris St. Hilaire, who plays with Black Keys, and this is Billy Harvey, who's a talented local songwriter. All good buddies and all playing with us.
All right. Thanks for being here, guys. Appreciate you coming in and going to sing a couple of songs for us here on the morning show as we get ready for the show coming up tomorrow night. So, Jim, I wanted to ask you, I did see that, and I actually read an interview done with you, I think it was last month, that you're touring, you know, behind this new album, but you're just kind of picking your spots as you make your way across the country, right?
It's kind of at this stage of my life, the idea of totally touring is not that appealing to me.
Sure.
So basically I'm picking 6 towns that I have a connection to where I can essentially have a party.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what it is playing a show where I can have friends come in and sit in and, kind of, make up some mayhem.
Well, we love that Music City is on that list.
Yeah,
Excited about the show tomorrow night, right? So, is kind of the same lineup for all of the shows, or you kind of
actually changes,
depending on what city you're in,
that's
right?
right. When I'm in New York, it's some other guys who are in that band, and then in L.A., it's some guys from California. So, which is all part of the fun for me is playing with all these different great players.
Kind of mix it up a little bit.
Yeah, it's just nuts and crazy fun.
That's a lot of fun. Well, so California, is it the same in Southern California as in Northern California?
Yeah, the same guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know you lived out there for a while, as did I, and there is a big difference between Northern California and Southern California.
The drummers from the Bay Area, and the bass player is Bob Glob from L.A. So it's like I need one from each town.
Very familiar with Bob Glob, for sure.
Yeah.
It's always great to have some talented friends, too. Kind of spread out across the country.
If you surround yourself with talented people, it makes you look better, for sure.
Right on. Well, I'm excited to have you guys play a couple of songs. Sounded great. Did a brief little line check here. So I'm going to play a couple for us. Which one would you like to play first? And you want to tell the listeners a little bit about the song?
This is called I Ain't Got the Time, and it's about getting a little older and having the whole technology and political impact of the entire planet blowing up in your face and not being able to deal with it. How's that?
I can relate for sure. So let's do it right now. Again, we've got Jim Keller live here in the Hideout Academy studio. Here's Got No Time for That.
I woke up another stoned up morning, back to my guitar to go. Time waits for no one, and where I'm going I don't even know. No doubt about it, modern living driving me insane. Yeah, I'd rather take a leap in the muddy water, a lick honey from a razor blade. I ain't got the time, no time for that. Oh, baby, ain't got the time, ain't got the time, no time for that. Baby, ain't got the time. Yeah. Yeah, big ass will keep rolling, led by one great ship of fools. Yeah, they lie, they cheat, and they justify what the hell they all trying to prove. I ain't up on Facebook. Show me yours and I'll show you mine. Yeah, X, TikTok, and Instagram. Go shove 'em where the sun don't shine. Ain't got the time. No time for that. Oh, baby, ain't got the time. Ain't got the time. No time for that. Baby, ain't got the time. Ain't got the time. No time for that. Oh, baby, ain't got the time. Ain't got the time. No time for that. Oh, baby, ain't got the time. Well, I believe in a guy that can dance. He's got the rhythm and blues running through his pants. Looking down on us saying, where did I go wrong? Get it out of here, brother. I'm gone. Hey, hey. Oh, I ain't got the time. No time for that. Oh, baby, ain't got the time. Ain't got the time. No time for that. Oh, baby, ain't got the time. Ain't got the time. No time for that. Oh, baby, got no time for that. Got no time for that. Oh. got no time for that.
Amen.
Yeah.
As someone who is not on Facebook or Instagram, I love it, Jim. Jim Keller here in the Hideout Academy studio as we get ready for a show happening tomorrow night out at the 5 Spot. A couple of things I did want to make sure I mentioned. I know a lot of folks listening know this, but like all 5 Spot shows, it is a 21 and over show. It's also an early show starting at 6 o'clock tomorrow
That's right.
night.
Yep. Yeah, 6 to 8:30.
Yeah, and JimKellerMusic.com is the website. Maybe if you're streaming us from outside the area, going to be in Austin next week, and then in Brooklyn. I love Party at Littlefield, Brooklyn, New York. Booze and food, no ticket needed. I mean, come on. What do you want? That's actually on December 9th, and then the 12th in Woodstock, New York, and then heading out to the West Coast, as we mentioned, playing Sweetwater in Mill Valley, and then McCabe's in L.A., in January of next year. Are you excited about kind of getting back out? Do you travel a lot, like just to travel?
Well, I mean, I kind of like retired from, I had a regular other career for a long time. And so I now have the freedom to do this. And, to me, like I was saying before, it's just I travel. And every time I go to a town, I'm playing with who's in town and who wants to play.
Right.
And I do that regularly. I do in Brooklyn once or twice a week. And so just the opportunity to play with so many different talented players, which I do anywhere I go, is ridiculous. You know? And there's so many great players in this,
So, and having all these friends and being in the business for as long as you have and playing with a lot of folks, is there anyone that you have yet to collaborate with that you would like to at some point?
Oh, wow. I don't know that I need more than a minute to think of the answer to that question.
Well, are there any that stand out in your mind that you have done in the past?
Well, okay, this is not what you were asking for, but I used to be Ravi Shankar's publisher.
Oh, wow.
Now, I worked with Philip Glass and Tom Waits and a bunch of them, but Ravi Shankar was the coolest guy I ever knew in my life. And, he's Norah Jones' dad, but he was insanely cool. He was like a ladies' man. He was a completely studied classical player. He could improv anybody's socks off, all in one package.
Yeah.
And, anyway, so that's the only name that came to mind. It's totally out of left field.
But that's all right, though.
That's what I thought of.
Hey, that's the beauty of live radio, right, Jim?
There we go.
Again, Jim Keller joining me here in studio as we get ready for the show tomorrow night. Audley Freed will also be playing, and we've got Billy and Chris here in this studio as well. Grab your tickets now. Again, the show at the 5 Spot tomorrow night. So you mentioned you wanted to play the song "Modern Girl," which is this came out a
while ago.
A while ago, yeah.
But it's one of those songs where I just feel like you play this, and it works for what I got lucky with this one with Byron Isaacs, who I wrote it with. And so I come back to it because it just kind of has that little spark to it. That
Byron, of course,
comes
from
out of nowhere.
the Lumineers.
Yes, Byron from the Lumineers, yes. That little band.
Yeah, we might have heard of them, right? Just sold out Bridgestone Arena about a month or so ago. Yeah, kind of a big deal.
Right.
But again, we've got Jim Keller here in the Hideout Academy studio. Now going to get a live version of Modern Girl. You're hearing it right here on Lightning in the Morning.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4. Faster than a speeding bullet, with all the caution of a runaway train. Sailing with above the sun, no regrets, no pause, no pain. And I'm in love with a modern girl. She's dancing on the edge of the world. She's got no fear of falling. I'm in love with a modern girl. She's in love with a modern world. And a million voices calling. She knows just what she's doing. A prisoner of her own domain. Well, a million voices calling.
Jim Keller live here in the Hideout Academy studio on Lightning in the Morning. Song's called Modern Girl. Love getting the sneak preview of tomorrow night's show out at the 5 spot. Again, at 21 and over show. It's an early show, 6 o'clock tomorrow. The 5 spot, Nashville.com to grab your ticket. So when the end of this run is done in January, do you have plans for 2026? You think you'll be recording new music?
Yeah.
You're going to be, yeah?
Let's make another record.
Oh, why not, right?
Well, I write a lot,
Yeah.
and I write a lot with Byron Isaacs, and so there's a a backlog, and it's not just songs for songs' sakes, but it's trying to find the ones that have something unique to them that we all feel is unique, and then we go and record, and that's kind of where all the fun is.
Sure.
Is that process.
And what a lot of artists will talk about, it's with the technology we have, it's just on the phone. You hit the voice memo and you record like an idea, or if you have lyrics inspired, and bam, you go back to it. A lot of artists talk about how I've got stuff from 5, 10, 15 years ago that I haven't even gotten to yet, because they kind of go back, for the most recent stuff. I know back in the old days, as we were kind of chatting off air, my dad's in the business too, and I remember having the little cassette players all over the place where he would just kind of do that as well. Do you ever do that? Do you ever go back? Are there songs maybe that didn't quite, maybe make a record back in the day, or songs that maybe didn't get cut, or you just kind of take it as it comes for new inspiration to write the new music?
Most of it is what I'm working on now.
Yeah.
And everything, it's really what's in front of you and what's forward. That's what's interesting to me. It's like I don't really perform any songs from my two-tone era, except for 867, because everybody has so much fun playing it.
Well, everybody knows the words, and they're screaming along and dancing, right?
But actually, the first song we played was from years ago. It was from a jam session before iPhones that I fell upon. And there's a guitar player named Scott Metzger. I don't know if you guys know who he is. At any rate, he was in that jam, and I found that and then finished that song recently. But that doesn't happen very often. Most of the time, it's really what's...
So it's more occasional with you than...
Every once in a while.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, for the most part, if it's that far back, it probably wasn't that great in the first place if I didn't do something with it.
Well, and it comes to that it's like, well, yeah, I have some cassettes somewhere, but where's the somewhere? It's like,
exactly,
you waste time going looking for them. But I love that, just kind of being in the moment and then moving forward.
Well, for me, that's where the fun is.
Yeah.
It's like right now.
Yeah. And again, Jim Keller joining us here in studio. The show tomorrow night, Jim Keller and Audley Freed with friends at the 5 spot. It is a 6 o'clock start, early start. $10 gets you in. So get those tickets in advance. The 5 spot, Nashville.com. How often do you come to Music City? I'm just kind of trying to set up our next in studio, because I'd love to have you back in town when you're here.
It's about 4 times a year.
Okay.
That's what it's been coming down to. Yeah. And basically it's, Audley became a good friend of mine some years ago. And so it's basically me and Audley putting this together. And it's been wonderful for me because Audley brings in a bunch of these songwriters and players that I didn't know. And so, a lot of people have come in, Aaron Lee Tasjan,
love Aaron
Tom Peterson from Cheap Trick.
Yeah.
And Mickey Raphael was supposed to be here, but he had to drive from California because of the flights. So he's missing tonight, I think.
Yeah.
But, for me, it's just so much fun to be able to meet and play with new players. And the community down here is nuts. It's just so embracing and open and warm. I love the whole vibe of the Nashville thing, especially as a songwriter.
Sure. And have you found that it's different?
Yeah, totally.
In other places?
New York is just so hard to live.
Yeah.
It's so hard to live there. You can't just get in your car and go, oh, hey, I'll go over to that guy's house. Or, oh, yeah, I'll go to that club. You just drive over and park. You kind of have to put your armor on to get to a gig. And so it's much easier to be fluid with in the music world, with anything really, I think, compared to New York. And for me also, it's like I have songwriter friends up there. They're writing for R&B artists, or Whitney Houston or something. And down here, I'm much more relate to the countryside.
Kind of the Americana scene, right? Yeah,
absolutely. It's much more, my wheelhouse. Yeah.
And that's interesting too. As someone that as you mentioned, lived in California for a while back in the day. You now live in New York, and then coming to Nashville, because we hear that a lot from artists, that Nashville's just kind of, it's different in the way that the community kind of comes together. It's that rising tide lifts all boats, as opposed to, well, if I can get ahead of this person and get ahead of that person,
it's really supportive.
It's a true sense of community here, and it's fantastic to hear it from you, living in New York and being tied into all of that. And it's like, you're a stone's thrown away from these world-class musicians. You go over to East Nashville and, it's one neighborhood. It's like,
I know.
Wow, it's insane,
like, oh
right?
my God. It's also can be very intimidating too, I have to say, but it's really great.
It's great to have you back in Nashville again. The show's tomorrow night out at the 5 Spot. Get your tickets now, the5spotnashville.com. Jim Keller and Audley Freed with friends. Again, early start, 6 p.m. It is a 21 and over show. Tickets are only $10, so grab yours. Jim, wonderful to have you here.
Jason,
guys, thank you so much for coming in and playing and singing. It's not even 10 o'clock yet, but you guys nailed it, man. It was great.
Back to bed.
And again, early show tomorrow. In fact, we'll wrap it up with Lightning Casey telling you all about tomorrow night's show out at the 5 Spot.